They got what was on the other side, which was the disease, the frailty. It was linked to that. They kept going down, kept getting lower. So my point in trying to close this up is this. There were several occasions that people saw Jesus alive, went to tell the disciples, and they did not believe them. And so finally, Jesus shows up to the disciples. And he said, what? I need to turn over there. Mark chapter 16. Hold on with me for just a couple of more minutes. Mark chapter 16, let's start at verse number 12 and read down. Verse 12, after that he appeared in another form unto two of them. That's what we just talked about. As they walked and went into the country, verse 13. And they went and told it unto the residue. Neither believed they them. What is the deal with their not believing? Well, your heart is your believer. Verse 14. Afterward he appeared unto the 11. All right. So now Jesus himself came. Afterward he appeared unto the 11 as they sat at meat and upbraided or criticized. Upbraid means to criticize sternly. To criticize sternly. He criticized them sternly with their unbelief. Watch this. And hardness of heart, because they believed not them which had seen him after he was risen. Why didn't they believe that? This is a huge issue, because while Jesus was with them, he told them he was going to rise again on the third day. And then when they told them that they had actually knew him, and then the other one said that they knew it from the angel, and then the other one said, well, we have seen him ourselves. They wouldn't believe him. They wouldn't believe him. Well, what we have come to understand is for them, they needed some visible proof. Now, that's attributed to Thomas. But I believe one of the accounts say when Mary came and told them, some doubted. He wasn't the only one. He's the one that spoke it. They wanted some visible proof. Or like the Pharisees. Until I see something, I'm not going to believe. It'll kill your heart every time. All right, let me try to conclude with this. Now, there are some things that I have found that we can do to restore our hearts. To bring our hearts to the place of purity. To bring our hearts to the place of believing. To bring our hearts to the place of love with the spiritual way and spiritual existence. Because once you begin to compromise, what most people don't understand is slowly but surely your love for the things of God begins to erode. And so you get further and further away from him while you think you still are close. If you're far away but you think you're close, your heart's deceived. Remember, people, Jesus said, there's going to be people in that day that come and say to me, wait a minute, Lord, did we prophesy in your name? In other words, we did your work. And Jesus said, cast them away. I never knew them. I never knew them. So I think it's important for us to learn the things that are necessary for us to do with our hearts, because every day we make choices that sometimes can be compromises for us that we need to crack down on, because any compromise will take you further and further away. I don't know about you. I don't want to be further and further away. I want to get closer and closer. Oh, come on. So I want to be closer and closer. Amen? Amen. I want to be closer and closer and closer and closer. And so, amen. That's it for today. Well, let's stand to our feet.